why it always says that. It's not past due, is it? No. I think it's live, but it's like telling me it's not. Okay, now it's saying it's live. Hey, y'all. Okay, I'm trying to get us up so I can see. How are y'all doing tonight? We're going to be doing Stephanie's kit tonight. Okay, so let me show you. Okay. So this is the sign. It's super cute. It's a little scarecrow. This one is a swag. So we're going to be doing a swag tonight. But it's really cute. Very fall colors. Sassy is having a bark fest downstairs. This is the swag itself. This is pretty, right? It's tan. Alright. Then we have these 3 ribbons. These are the 3 ribbons. Those are pretty. And these 4 for florals. So we have 2 of the burgundy. I really love the burgundy. I love this color for fall. Do y'all like that color for fall? And then this one's kind of a mustardy orange. And then a floral. Alright. So we'll get zooming down and all the good stuff so we can see. And I'm probably going to have to move y'all back. Maybe not. Okay, so no mesh for tonight. You've never seen a tan swag before? Really? Yeah, you could get swags in all different colors. You can get white, black, pink, tan, green, of course. Like you can get navy blue. I've seen silver. Okay, so I'm just going to kind of pull up. And this is a teardrop swag. So you can tell because it has that kind of long, almost like a teardrop, right? So, these are the good ones. This one is about 32 inches. So when they tell you 32 inches, that means from here to this piece pulled out. Just so you know. Because if this piece isn't pulled out, it would look several inches shorter. But that's kind of how they do it. Alright. It's like the 15-inch wreath forms, and they say they're 24-inch. They are once you get everything on them, but when you start out, they're really 15 inches. But they're accounting for whatever you're putting on it. So in other words, like tip to tip. That's kind of how they count these things. There. So this one's pretty easy to fluff out. Okay. I know we're going to do a bow up at the top. This is going to go in the middle. Kind of want to put this on early on because then it's going to make it easier for me to kind of move things around. Now, I want to show you a small little trick. So one thing you can do is put a little piece of styrofoam behind your sign, and then it's not going to kind of squish in, because that drives me crazy. So we're just going to take a zip tie, and we're going to plop in this little bit of styrofoam. This is just a little piece of styrofoam from the Dollar Tree. Okay. So you're not really going to see it, but it is going to make a difference because now this guy has a surface to sit on. Okay. All right, so we're going to put a bow up here. And we're going to have him. I do want to put some ribbons like they're coming out from under him. In my mind, this is what I'm seeing. Okay. So you want him high enough so that it's not going to look funny. If you put him too low, then he's going to be way wider than the sides, and that's going to make it look kind of funky. So you want to put it, you know, where the tips are definitely longer than the side. Okay. Where's my... There it is. Okay. It was just hiding underneath. Okay. So, let's see. One thing you can do is you could use bind wire, because this is tan. So look, see how it blends in? So we can use our blind wire today to tie in our sign, and it'll be really easy to hide it. There we go. So I just put it in just like I normally do. So this bind wire, it is a 26 gauge. It's just covered in some brown paper. Why is it doing commercials? Okay. Oh, YouTube, you annoy me sometimes. Okay. There. Now I'm just going to take these wires and I'm going to slide them around. You know, put them around the back. And then I'll twist it together. Push this down a little. Whoops. There. So I just twist it around the back, bring it back up. Trim it off and just tuck it back in. Then I'll just kind of pull all these pieces so we can't see where it was. Pull these out. Okay, there's that one. Let's do this one. There. Tuck that in. So see, the side's the easiest part. Alright, let's do a bow. And we're going to pull all these apart and just spread them out throughout the whole thing. So, I've already got my glue going. I want to put this one on the bottom. This is kind of a mustardy yellow. Hello! I am waiting on them to send me one. I haven't gotten the Unique in the Creek board yet. I will as soon as I get it. Okay. This is really pretty. Look at those. Then we have a little bit of the orangey rust. Okay. I want to do, oh, let's say about 9 inches of tail. And it's actually, yeah, about 9 or 10 inches. It's going to come kind of up and around the sides. Okay. Okay. So we're going to do 6 inches. So I just go out to the 6, and since it is a bow maker that has the measurements on it, I can actually hold my finger there, make sure it's on the 6. And I just twist it one time when I get to the middle on the opposite side of where I just made the loop. And you're just going to twist it. It's basically like a half turn. Okay, like that. This one, I'm going to put up here. So we're basically going to have one up, one down, and then we can kind of spread them out a little bit. Okay, and we'll do this one. And I am dovetailing it. So to dovetail, you just fold it in half and cut up towards the wire. There we go. Alright, so this one is a pattern, so we'll have to adjust it. That's okay. Don't be intimidated by the pattern. Okay, so see, when you come across and you put it on, you see how your pumpkins are going in different directions? There's such a simple way to fix this. All you do is pick up one side, only one side, and flip it. And now, everything's going in the same direction. So don't be intimidated by that. Don't skip patterns just because you have to flip it. It's really not difficult. So pick it up and flip it. The trick is to do it once the loop is done. Okay? So we did 3. Now we're doing 2, all at 6 inches. And then we're going to do 1 with this. So 3, 2, 1. All right. So we're just going to do 1 loop with this one. On the last one, you don't need to twist it because you're just coming straight out. Okay. Then we'll get our zip tie. So y'all, my lovely colonoscopy went fine. Was not the most fun I've ever had. But it's done, and I don't have to do it again for 5 years, so I'm okay with that. Okay, so you can see where the indentation is from the bow maker. I'm going to hold it on one side and slide it around. That way I can make sure everything stays in place. Then I'm going to take a zip tie and put it through the back. There we go. Pull it nice and tight. Then we can separate our loops here. And make sure our tails are going on either side. Okay. Ooh, pretty. Okay. Alright, so I'll hold it by all this in the back while I fluff it. All I'm going to do to fluff it is twist it back and forth and get those little edges out, because it's going to fluff a lot better if you don't have any little edges stuck down in there. So when you hear me say break the bow, that's what I mean. Break out those little pieces. Just run our hands under the tails here. Pretty. You want to do one side and then the other. If you're really, really new, completely do one side and then go to the other side. If you're not as new, you can go back and forth, but you want to kind of do one layer and then the other layer, because otherwise it's really easy to get lost. That's where most have trouble. Okay. Is when it comes to the fluffing. And if your loops are off, it's because they're getting off before you tighten it. And if it just kind of looks a mess, it's probably because you got lost when you were going back and forth. Okay. We can cut off the excess of that. All right. So I want to put the bow in so that my tails are kind of going out to the side. Like this. You want to have at least a few above your... Hold on. I might have this flipped over. I do. Let me fix that. There we go. Okay. So you want a couple above your bow. That way your bow won't be in danger of coming off. There we go. Okay, and I will pull the zip tie up so it's kind of underneath the bow. Hey! I know, it has. Okay. There we go. All right. Now we have this really pretty bow. We kind of move our tails around here. Like this. So they're kind of coming in between our loops, but I don't want any to come down where it would cover my Scarecrow guy. So we'll just make sure none are doing that. There. Now, I want to make it look like, I think these are longer than I want. Just kind of trim those off a little. So I'm thinking maybe 8" on the tails. Okay. Sometimes you have to get it in there before you can tell. Yeah, that's good. Okay. Alright, so we can make it so that it looks like our tails kind of continued on from underneath our little guy, like this. So we can just take our ribbon here. Oh, we're gonna have to fix that. All right, let's see how long we need. Like we did. Let's do about maybe 28 inches because we can always cut it off. Okay. All right. There we go. And I'll kind of arrange them so you can still kind of see all of the colors. And I'll pinch it up like this. All right, this is how I'm gonna put this in. I'm gonna take one of my greenery sticks, tie it around here. Get a little glue on that. I'm gonna lift this up. Now I'm gonna put it into that styrofoam. There we go. Now, it'll look like it's continuing from our bow. See, isn't that fun? Right, let's do a little bit shorter. Okay, about like that, I think. That's fun. Okay. You can do one, you can do two, you can do many. Okay, I'm going to trim this off. Okay. So I did 28 inches. Really, you needed about 21. Okay. But see, isn't that cute to have that little piece coming out like that? All right. We're probably going to put more ribbon in, but let's kind of start getting some stuff in, and then we can look at what we're going to do. Okay, so these, pull all these off. Or we're going to cut them off because they don't want to pull out. Sometimes they will, and sometimes they won't. Just depends on how tight they make the piece. Cut that off. Okay, these are so pretty. It's going to be pretty for fall. Have y'all started working on fall yet? Alright. The important thing when you're working on swags or wreaths, really, is to figure out where you want your line to be. You can make it come out. You can keep it as close to the base as you want, or you can have it come out as far as you want. You just want to be consistent on both sides, and then it will look really good. Okay, so I think I want maybe about 2 inches. So the taller ones, I'm going to have some that are going to be a little longer, like this. See? And then I can cut some of these in half for the sides. So this is how we'll make this really spread out. Okay, so the sides will be cut in half. The ones that are coming down right in here. Okay? So I'm thinking at least 2 long ones on each side. Yeah, and then we're probably going to have several. I want to keep 1 extra long. Okay, so this is the 3 for this side. This is the way it's easy to make it so that you can make them even. They don't have to be in the same spot, but they need to be, like, if you have it on this side, if you do it to one side, do it to the other. Which reminds me of my accounting classes. If you've ever been through accounting, you know what I'm talking about. Okay. They have to equal. That's what it means. They have to equal. Doesn't have to be in the same spot, but they have to equal. Okay. These we're going to cut in half. I find it a little bit easier if I go ahead and cut everything up and then start putting it in. At least 1 piece at a time. I like to do layering. I find this to be easier and makes it a little bit easier to keep things consistent. All right, this, just to tell you what this is, this item here is HA149105, and it is in her kit. These are so pretty. I love this. Kind of looks like wheat, doesn't it? It's so pretty. Okay. This is fun. This is going to be fun to put in. Okay. So I'm thinking 6 long pieces again. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so that's all for the top, and then the rest we'll cut up to add to the sides. That way you can really spread it out and get lots of good stuff in there. That's what I like to do. Oh no, you had a motorcycle accident? Are you okay? That's scary. That's why I don't get on there. I had one with my brother when I was pretty young, and I decided that was it for me. No, but we ran into a tree. It was not fun. I haven't really liked him ever since. And he got in one later by himself and had the, you know, where he had the gravel all in his legs and stuff. Oh, terrible. I think I might save some of these big ones to put up top. Wow, there is a lot in this pick. A lot. Okay. Oh. I'm glad you're okay. That can be pretty scary. Okay. This is the non-fun part. Ugh. This is going to be really pretty though. I love these colors. I want to show y'all what I made in group last night too. It came out so cute. It was just fun to make. I love to just come up with something different to make, you know? Okay. Yeah, so I have a design group on YouTube, and we meet every week. And they have my entire library of videos. How long did we decide I'd had a design group? Was it 5 years? 6 years? Do you remember, Z? I don't remember. So we're moving all the videos over to YouTube. There we go. Okay. All right, we're ready. Let's start putting these in. I'm going to start with the big pieces. Look at how much we got to put in. Yes, you want to see? It's this. This is what we made. It's an ice cream. Isn't that cute? And we're going to put it in swag. Alright. Okay, so I want to start here at the top with the longer ones. Kind of put it in there. Okay. That's a little bit longer than I want. Let me cut some of this off. Okay. Right in there. So this is going to be our line. So I just push them in there until I get that length there. I think Sassy has a delayed reaction today. Okay. So these are made of foam. They're super cute. Okay. All right. Let's do the other side. Okay. Remember, it doesn't have to be in the same spot. It just needs to have the same amount. Oh, look, I missed taking that one apart. Okay. I'm just getting some glue on it, flopping it in. Okay. I find it easier if I just kind of go back and forth, but you can do it. You can do all one side and all the other side, or you can go back and forth. There's no rules about how this can go together. Okay, there we go. This one down at the bottom. Okay, now I want to keep a few of these so that I can kind of fill in up here when we get towards the end. This one. If you have any that kind of want to fall, just put some of the little greenery pieces behind it. Did I miss it? I did. Oh. Apparently I missed one. There we go. Okay. Alright. Let's get these out of here right now. Alright, we're going to start putting the fun stuff in. Oh, yes. Yeah, so I did this many years ago. I did a, you can get these tree forms that are basically like a wreath form, but it's a tree, like a flat tree. And I did a 6-foot one in my group. Z's been having fun because she's been moving the videos for me, and So she's rediscovering all these videos I've done in the past. And she's telling me, oh, do you remember you did this one and you did this one? And, well, it's been like 6 years, so I've done a lot of them. I do remember a lot of them, though. I mean, I think I remember all of them, but, you know. Oh, this is cute. Okay, so I've got 1, 2. I'm going to put some on the other side so I don't start getting lost here. Okay. This is cute. I'm over here tripping on myself. I am not the most graceful person. Grace is not my middle name. Yeah. I want to put this one under there. Okay. We're going to put some in the bow as well. We're going to be putting a lot more in. I just like to spread them all out and make sure I have enough before I go crazy putting them in one area. Okay. Alrighty. Whoop. There we go. So you always want to make sure you have some in the middle and of course out to the sides. There is actually quite a lot. So you'll have more than enough to put in. I really love this stuff. This is just fun. This is a fun stuff. This is like the kit she had that had the little white fluffy ball things in them. Those were so much fun. Hello. I just had a lot of fun playing with those. Okay. Put some down in here. There. I want to make sure I put some up here. Okay. So I have all these ones where I cut where they're one piece. So those I'm going to put in and around the bow here. So put some. Kind of in the greenery around there. Put some in the bow. So since these kind of just come straight up, they'll be pretty easy to see. And they don't have to be super long. So yeah. These are fun. I might have to look for some of these. I really like these. I might have to put this in a bunch of stuff. All right. I want to fill in more. So we kind of got a base now. This is what I meant when I said layering. I like to layer. To me, it fills out better and it comes out better if you do layering. That way you can see, you know, where you need to put things. You won't end up with lots of clumps of stuff because you're going to layer, and you know, that way you can see, okay, well, I need a little bit more here, I need this color there. Just kind of helps bring things together. There. I do want to put a little bit down here at the bottom. There. See, we still have a ton. Look at all this. That's a lot. I'll put these kind of down here. I'm just going to elongate it. And then it'll look more like it's 32 inches. Okay. And when you put these brighter colors near the burgundy, it's going to have the burgundy show up better because it really puts a little bit of bright in there, and then that contrast really helps. You see all these strings? That's what your hairdryer's for. Plop it on low and just go over it and it'll melt all those. They're like spider webs. Okay. Isn't that fun? That's fun. I like the way these little things look. They're just very whimsical. I like whimsical. And you're gluing it right to those evergreen pieces because that's what's going to hold it. Okay, I want to put some up top here. I'm going to fill this area in. A little bit more in the bow, kind of behind the bow. Okay, these are a lot of the shorter pieces. So remember, we saved a few of the longer pieces. Okay. I'm going to use these. bow is. That way we can keep our length up here, and we get some of that fun, almost like a frame around it. Looks really cute when you do that. Okay, so we're going to use all of those. See how it kind of frames around it? Isn't that cute? Okay, so let's see. I want to put a little bit right in here. As long as you're hitting one of those evergreen pieces, it will stick. So don't worry that you're not putting it in very far. You just need to make sure it's hitting it. Okay. Ooh, here's a longer one. Right there. Okay, then I want to take these little ones. Put them in here and there. Make sure we're framing everything out really well. Okay. What's y'all's favorite colors to do for fall? What do you really like for fall? What are the colors you like? Hi! What's your favorites? A little bit down there. I love burgundies and oranges. Yes, please. I do have a dish over there. Thank you, honey. Okay. Oh, that's so cute. Look how cute he is. He's so cute. Teal, burgundy, moss, and orange. Yeah. Oh, I love teal. Teal and orange. It's a good combo. Okay. We have this one left. Okay. This is so cute. Okay. This one has the flowers in it. It's really like 3 kind of pieces. See, it's got a little stick in it. Thinking I might put it down over here. Right in there. Okay. This one, I really like the little flowers. They're cute. Just a little bit down here, kind of near the sign. There. Let's put a similar one on the other side.
Right here.
Thank you, honey. Okay, right in there. There. So see how that kind of frames him out a little bit? Then we've got these and these. Thinking these up in here. Okay. Up there. That. One more little set here. This one kind of up under the bow a little. So then what'll happen is you'll see it here, here, and then down here. That way it'll blend the whole piece in. I don't think I'm going to use these. They're so dark, I don't think they would show up. But I really love the little flowers. Okay, and I like these. So I want to kind of put these around. That's cute. There. Let's make sure I'm actually hitting something over here. Okay. Yeah, there we go. Okay. I want to see if I want to use these or not. Yeah, so I think we'll just kind of put a few of these in kind of down here. I want to put some kind of under here. I always try to put stuff at the end because they have that tiny little piece and that's supposed to elongate it, but you really need to fill it in so that it looks like it is elongated. So, okay, we got these two left. Let's see, maybe one up there. One there. Okay, all right, let's look at it. Okay, strings. Do those drive y'all crazy? They drive me crazy. All right, let's take a look. Okay. Hello. Okay. Oh, that's so pretty. Now look. See, from the back, you can't tell that I put that styrofoam piece under the sign. But look how cute that is. See how that kind of frames the bow, and isn't that fun? Oh, that's so fun. I like that. Thank you. So this is her monthly. This is Stephanie's monthly this month. I think this is adorable. All right. So I will go live Friday. Should be Friday. It'll either be tomorrow or Friday. last Friday, I went and worked in my storage unit, and I sort of exhausted myself. So I didn't make it on, but I will make it on this week, because whatever day I go to my storage unit, I won't do my live that day. I'll do my live the next day. So yeah, thank you. Awesome. All right, y'all, that was fun. I have one more piece. I think I'm probably going to put it in up here. But I'm going to have to cut it off. All right. I hope y'all have a great night. Thanks for hanging out. And I'll either be on tomorrow night or Friday night. How about we not cut our wire, Lori? Okay, that would be good. All right. Thank you. All right, y'all have a great night, and I will see you guys. Oh, okay, the ice cream. Ta-da! This is what we did. Isn't it cute? Then I got stuff in the back to hang it. I did put something in the back to make it sturdy, so y'all, it is very sturdy. So, yep, and all the flowers are from Festive Creations by Stephanie. I wanted pink, yellow, and white. You could put a little red one on top for a cherry. I think that would be cute. But we're gonna put this probably in a big swag. Or you could make it, you know, to go in a tree, and you could do all different seasons with this. So this is what we made in group last night. It was really fun. Yeah. And it was just fun to do something different. All right, y'all have a good one, and I will see you guys either tomorrow or Friday. Yeah. All right. Bye, y'all. Thanks for